All right, so now that we got those things taken care of, the bell work is on the board. Thank you for entering the classroom quietly. You should be addressing the half sheet that I handed you on your way into the classroom. It says, please read the half sheet about rhetorical devices and answer the question at the very bottom of the sheet. So this is a two-sided sheet. I see some hands in the air, so you probably missed you on your way in, so I'll get you that sheet. But it is titled Rhetorical Devices. Read it thoroughly. Answer it to the best of your ability. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to skim this and answer the question.
I have a question. I want a pencil. Can I borrow one? Here. Oh,
thank you, James. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Do you have a writing utensil? Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's stated right here. Evaluate the 3 examples of rhetorical devices. In your opinion, which one is the most effective? And I'd like you to justify your answer. Why do you think that one, or that one is the best? Okay?
Okay.
So you're responding to this question right down here, please. Sorry, I'll have that for you if you want to follow along.
She just wants to know what specifically that's supposed to do.
Oh, okay. So you're reading the passage here that I have for you, reading about rhetorical devices, and then I want you to answer this question. After reading all what each of those are and the different examples, in your opinion, which one do you think is the most effective to use? Which one kind of speaks to you, or which one do you feel like you would be most likely to use when you are presenting your own argument? Okay? The question is at the very bottom of the paper. Yep. I'm sorry? If you read from the beginning to the end here, you'd see that these 3 things are different types of rhetorical devices. Okay. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to finish up, just doing the best you can. So we're just focusing. I'm sorry?
There's no other sharpener. Shut it.
Okay. Next time. What I would like you to have a seat, please, and I'll bring you a sharpener. Next time. I understand that's upsetting that he said that to you.
What's not upsetting? It's just, why would he say that when I was just trying to tell him something?
Right. And I'm trying to validate that was a rude response from him. Next time, just quietly let me know, and then I can handle it, okay? I want to speak with you after class about what you said to her. Sharpen that quietly. I don't want to see you get up out of your seat unless you raise your hand, okay? And this needs to go back to him quietly, too, not disruptive. All right. Thank you for reading about rhetorical devices. Maybe you didn't have a chance to get to the question at the bottom, and that's okay. All right? So let's take a look at what we just read. There are 3 different types of rhetorical devices. Who can list one for me and describe in your own words what it is? Give it a shot.
A rhetorical question. It's asking a question without really expecting to have an answer given at the end of speaking.
Okay, so asking a question, not really expecting someone to answer, okay? Just wanting them to think about it. Get their minds thinking about what you're asking them, what you're talking about, okay? Whatever your argument is. Great, so that's a rhetorical question. Yes?
So I take a repetition.
Okay.
I didn't take it, but I'll skip the next.
Sure.
Okay, so I said the repetition is like they want you to like say repeated definitions so it gets in your head and you start thinking about like the idea and how they will.
Right. You're on the right track there. So if someone continuously repeats something to you, an idea, over and over, it tends to stick with you, right? So when a really strong writer uses repetition in their writing, they're reminding you of that specific detail, that specific piece of evidence again and again, so that it sticks with you, so that you're constantly reminded. Right. That's a good point. Okay, maybe I should think about the argument they're trying to make. All right. So that's what a strong argumentative writer would use, repetition. Ellie.
Parallel structure, it means that they're using the same words like in the example it says as mothers, wives, sisters, it all ends with an S and not like it doesn't end with ing or it all matches.
Okay, so last class, did you guys also work on parallel structure? Isn't that what we worked on? Oh. Okay, so we were talking about verbs, right? Ellie kind of recalled what we worked on last class period. If we say, okay, today I'm going to go running, I'm going to go shopping, and then I will end my day by cleaning. I got running, shopping, and cleaning, and that's the parallel structure because my verbs are ending in the same tense, correct? So when this example, the person is telling us what the jobs of a woman are, right? It explains that she's going to be a sister, she's a wife, she's a mother, she's a friend. So again, it's parallel structure because we're describing the many hats, the many jobs, the many roles that this woman has, okay? Again, it's kind of reinforcing our point and making a strong argument. At your tables, we have 5 tables here. You have big groups. I want you to talk briefly, go around the table and discuss. Now that you know these 3 different rhetorical devices, which one do you think is most effective? And even take it a step further, which one do you use? Or which one do you feel is most natural for you right now to use when you're making an argument? Okay? So quickly, I'm going to give you about 3 minutes. I'll kind of check you to see if you need more time or less time, but share the air. Make sure that everybody at your table gets an opportunity to share their response. Go for it.
Alright, so I said rhetorical question is most effective for me because it puts everyone in a situation that is threatening to their life.
Okay.
That's what I kind of think.
Okay, James, why don't you follow up? You said that you had the same thing. Tell me reasoning.
Everybody in this group speaks.
What would you write, Gabe?
I think repetition is the most effective for me because if I catch it multiple times, I will think, oh, this is really important. This is what they're trying to get through my head.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody agree with him or think differently? Does anybody want to?
I agree with his statement, but I wrote something different.
Okay.
I think rhetorical question because it's most effective. Because this question really made me think hard. Like, wow, that kind of makes sense. Why would you want everything to change if you're not the one changing?
Mm-hmm. How are we doing over here? Who's cheering? You just got done? Oh, sorry. Were you speaking? I apologize. I thought you were just eating your popcorn. Go for it.
No, I was saying, I was thinking rhetorical question is more effective because once you say your topic, they start thinking about it and they start to pay attention more to see what you're going to talk about.
Anybody agree or disagree with what she said? Did you already share your reasoning? Do you have anything to add to that, or are you feeling like you had the same reasoning? Same stuff? Okay. You agree? Okay.
Parallel structure.
Okay. And what was your reasoning? I missed it when you shared.
Parallel structure is most effective because it gives you more examples to go off of.
Okay. And did you have a chance to share yet?
I agree with George's.
Okay.
The more examples that you have to go off of.
All right. That's convincing to you. That helps convince you of a position. All right. All right. Show me on your fist. You need 1 minute, 2 minutes, no, 0 minutes. All right, let's bring it back together because I'm seeing a lot of fists. I mean, we're pretty good. We don't need to talk about this further. I'm looking for one volunteer just because of time. I'd like you to kind of summarize what was discussed at your table and give us a sense of, like, overall, what did your table feel was the most effective rhetorical device? And please be prepared to justify why. Okay? Shiloh? 1 second, Shiloh. I'd like you to be respectful of our speakers, so let's get our... Show me your body language that it's respectful. Thank you. Okay, Shiloh, go for it.
In my group, I think more people went with the rhetorical question. Because I went with repetition. They went with rhetorical question. And didn't you like rhetorical question? So 3 is greater than 1.
Okay. Yeah. And what was their reasoning? Can you summarize their reasoning? Why they felt the question was... Well, do you remember anything that they shared?
They thought it was the best reasoning for an argument. It had the best reasoning for an argument.
Okay. Does anyone who chose the question want to add to that? Why you chose that? Yep.
I chose it because it leaves the reader thinking about it. Like, why don't I change if I want things to change?
Okay, I like that. Did everyone hear her comment? She felt questions was the most effective because it makes her, as the reader, or the listener for that matter, think, yeah, why don't I think that? Or maybe I should consider it, okay? We need to get moving, and I don't want, just because we can't get logged in, I don't want that to be a deterrent from us finishing our lesson. So go ahead and open up, again, to page 154. Page 154.
Do you have to write anything?
Yes, you're going to need something to write with. And please find a pen or a pencil. I want to see that be put away.
I don't have a pen.
Okay, then what could you do to find one? You have a group of 4 other people sitting around you. I want you to be resourceful and think of what you could do next. What could your next move be? All right. On page 154... On page 154, in front of you is an article titled Failure to Ban Violent Video Games Makes Job Harder for Parents. How many of you play video games or have a gaming system in your home? Okay, hang on a second. As we move forward, the rest of the lesson is very interactive. It will take us much longer to complete it, and we may not complete it if we continuously shout out, interrupt each other. What should it look like, sound like as we move forward? If we're going to have a collaborative discussion as a class and in small groups, what are my expectations for us moving forward? Ellie?
When somebody else is reading, talking, you are silent, you are talking, and calling.
Right. When we're reading the text, your voice should be off unless you're the reader. Or you're responding to one of the questions that a classmate or I posed to you. What else?
You raise your hand if you have something to say.
Right. If you want to participate, thank you. Participate appropriately, okay? We can't talk over each other. All right? Should you be getting up out of your seat? All right. You should have a pencil in your hand or a pen, and you should be opened up to page 154. If you look at the learning targets, we're going to focus on the first learning target. Who can read that for us, please? Thanks. Braden.
Analyze the logic and the development of different points of view on the same subject.
Okay, so I'd like you to underline or circle, analyze, development, points of view. Okay, we are going to analyze the development of different points of view. As we read this text, I want you to pay attention to what is the author's claim of this text. Okay, what are they trying to argue? What is their point of view? And what evidence are they using to support that point of view, to get us to listen to their argument and side with them on this issue? All right, so that's your job for this first read. I need 4 volunteers. We have 4 paragraphs. I'd like 4 different volunteers to read. Tyler, paragraph 1. James, paragraph 2. Kendra, paragraph 3. And paragraph 4. I'm going to get you on the next one, okay? So once that student is done with the paragraph that they read, just go ahead and chime in. The rest of you, you are marking the text. What's the claim? What's the evidence they use? What's the reasoning? And also feel free to circle any unknown words, okay? First reader, please.
As a mother of a teenage son, I can't begin to tell you how many times I've walked into the room and turned out the cleaning or cleaning program that I felt was inappropriate while I was still in a developing test. Despite how often I was criticized or abused in my self-talk, the reality is that our students work just in my house and the job of other parents is that much more difficult. Ruling on Monday that violent and dangerous video games cannot be banned to minors seems like it is essence to all of us. You're on now.
Okay, before the second reader reads, due to time, what I'd like you to do is take 1 minute. Scan that paragraph, and I want you to underline the key sentence or phrase in that one paragraph that summarizes the claim this author is making. Try to narrow it down to just one sentence, one phrase that you feel best summarizes the claim the author is trying to make. Okay, James, are you my second reader? All right. Paragraph 2, we're doing the same thing. James is going to read paragraph 2. Can you read nice, loudly, and clearly? And then you are looking for the evidence that the author uses. Give it a shot. If you change your mind halfway through, I'll help you out. Nice and loud.
Raising a child in today's culture of aggression,
Accessibility.
accessibility to negative influence and overall instability is a challenge for any mother out there. One upon a time, there needs to be
Concept.
of the
Would you like help? Okay. Regardless of how much our mothers and fathers were working, we knew that a neighbor or elder could and would keep an eye on us. We knew that we couldn't engage in certain behaviors because it would, without fail, get back to our parents. There was a real sense of looking out for each other and a profound sense of looking out for future generations. But today, the unity and community is lost, and the ones to suffer the most are the kids. Please take 1 minute. Underline the phrase or sentence that you feel provides evidence to the claim in paragraph 1.
Okay, this morning I got up and then I saw this thing up on the internet. It said neutrality and something where you have to pay for apps.
Right, okay, so listen. That is a really interesting topic that I'd love to talk with you. We can talk about it after school when you come by and see me. But right now, we got a job to do. Paragraph 2, I want you to, thinking about what I just read, what is the key piece of evidence in paragraph 2 to support the argument in paragraph 1?
Oh, it's the first one.
Okay, if you think so, underline that. Okay, 10 more seconds. Go ahead and set up for me. We'll get you moving here in just a minute. Okay, who's my third reader? Kendra, thank you. Paragraph 3, again, you're looking for the key evidence that the author uses in paragraph 3 to support her argument. Go ahead, Kendra.
As a busy working mother, how can I physically be everywhere my son is? The reality is, no parent can be with his or her child 24/7. And while we might restrict gruesome video games in our homes, who will protect the kids when they set foot outside of the world, into the outside world? Knowing that my son wasn't running on the streets, I took comfort in the notion that video games at least provided them with an alternative, safe form of recreation for young people. But what are we teaching them if these games are inundated with nothing but guns, shooting, and graphic violence? How different is that from what's tragically out on the streets? And what kind of subliminal impact are we having on these kids as we plug in with these messages?
All right, thank you, Kendra. Again, underline the key sentence, phrase that you feel best supports the argument. I'm going to give you 30 seconds here. Not right now. Before the class is over, I will let you. All right, I need you to underline what is the key evidence provided in paragraph 3. And our fourth reader. Yes, thank you.
The Supreme Court has failed to protect us from the most fundamental manner. We prevent our children from the devastating material designed to pollute and tarnish the mind, body, and soul. In order to raise a strong, educated, and focused generation, it takes a village, including all levels of government. It's unfortunate that odds just let us down.
Okay, thank you. Take 30 seconds. What's the key piece of evidence or reasoning that they use in paragraph 4?